From the preliminary task to the final edit of my opening sequence, I feel that I have made many improvements in my quality and skill level in media due to this process. To begin with, my storyboards for my preliminary task were very basic and did not include much detail, as the continuity was not factored in. However, in the preparation of my final edit, my storyboards have been improved massively due to the detail that has been put into my drawings, continuity techniques, and cinematography. The storyboard was not a major part in my preliminary task. However, in the final edit I was using my storyboard a lot more to understand when the continuity should be included in filming and editing of my opening sequence. The preliminary task was an opportunity for me to understand and widen my media knowledge with continuity editing techniques. For the preliminary task and the final edit of my opening sequence, I was able to include the 180-degree rule, match on action, shot reverse shot, and the eyeline match. Match on action. In my preliminary task, the match on action was simple, with 1 or 2 shots of the character running up the stairs. This is then further developed in my final edit of my opening sequence, as I have used a more advanced scene of the character running to help the other character in my opening sequence. This will further develop my skill of the match on action, as I have used more shots in this technique. This will then help the audience engage themselves within my opening sequence. The eyeline match. In my preliminary task, I've used the eyeline match and the main character's facial expressions to show that the character is late by looking at his phone and then seeing his reaction after looking at the time. The facial expressions help demonstrate the character's feeling towards being late for the meeting. In my final edit, I have used this to show the main character looking at his friend in the crime. His facial expressions help demonstrate what the character is going through in this situation, therefore making it easier for the audience to relate. A character would often look off-screen in the first shot, but in the second shot it would be revealed what he was looking at. Shot reverse shot and 180-degree rule. The shot reverse shot is usually in mid-conversation, or in my case, a stare-off. This is also similar to the 180-degree rule, as the camera can only be on one side of the character. These are both key techniques used in the film industry to help show the audience that the characters are still in the same position and location after a cut. This is clearly demonstrated in my final edit, as I have the criminal and victim on the left-hand side of the screen, and the main character on the right-hand side of the screen. All of these techniques have been edited on Final Cut. However, when editing my final edit, I was able to take more care and pay more attention to the editing of my opening sequence. I have learnt that all of these continuity techniques can all help in having a more effective and successful opening sequence and will help attract audiences to the film.